Hello everybody and welcome to my May the 4th special. In this special, as you can see, I am looking at a whole lot of Darth Vaders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Darth Vaders to be exact. Now, I had no intention of collecting this many Darth Vaders. It just kinda happened. Well, the more recent ones were intentional, but after looking back, I just saw it kind of built itself. And I thought, what better way to celebrate May the 4th than to take a look at the most famous and the best villain throughout the entire Star Wars saga, Darth Vader. In a look at Darth Vader through the ages. As you can see, all these Darth Vaders came out at different points in time, starting from the earliest release to the most recent release. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at Darth Vader from left to right, from oldest to newest, from when people were gathering in theaters to people thinking about gathering in theaters, and that is a discussion I will not get into today. Today, we're just talking about this guy. So, let's get started. We shall look at the very first, the one who started it all, the 1977 Kenner Darth Vader. If you follow me on Instagram, then you'll know I posted a video on having made a new cape for this guy. This is not the original cape, it's just made from a plastic bag I got. I recently bought something I can use to make a better cape, but as for this video, this will do. I'm sure when I do a proper review of him, I will do that, but I want to do some restoration work on this. Like, as you can see, he has a huge crack in him, which I'm nervous about fixing, but eventually I'll fix it, and hopefully he'll be in tip-top shape. His face was his face and helmet were battered there by whoever owned this previously. There's some yellow paint I can't get out from the foot there. And I need to touch up the paint on his front panel there. And I bought a reproduction lightsaber for him, so he's got that. But for now, we're just looking at him, just enjoying him. Yeah. I'll use the videos from the YouTuber Toy Poloi, who does restoration videos, and he does a good number of vintage Star Wars restorations, especially on this guy. I hope between those videos and what I already know, I can get him in tip-top shape. So I'm happy to have him in my collection. He's one of my most prized pieces in the collection. So, now it's time to move forward in time to Power of the Force in the 1990s. Here is the Power of the Force Darth Vader. If you watch some of my other videos, I recently did a video of me doing an unboxing, and he was one of the toys I unboxed. I mainly got this guy because this cape here we've had for years. I don't remember if we've previously owned a Power of the Force Darth Vader or not, but this cape, however, we've had for the longest time, and I mean a real long time. It has a little crack here I hope to fix. Probably super glue will do that. This cape had no Darth Vader to wear him for a long time, and I recently decided to fix that. Here he is. Unfortunately, he has no lightsaber, but I plan to make a replacement using an idea I had. As you can see, the Power of the Force line, they really made the muscles more noticeable, and the chest area was bulkier than others, and fans weren't too excited about the non-screen accuracy, but the decision behind why they did that was understandable. In the 1990s, toys, especially action figures, depicted bulkier guys, and they wanted to get in on that action with Power of the Force. It worked with some figures, it didn't work with others, but Vader is one I think they worked with. The helmet on this guy isn't the best Vader helmet, but as a whole I think the figure is terrific. Now we go from the 90s to the 2000s with the Revenge of the Sith Darth Vader. We're actually going to be in 2005 for a good chunk of this video. He has joints in the elbows and the knees and here, but on mine, when I bought my eBay, these joints are so stiff that I can't get them, and on the side I did try to force it, I broke the arm. So I hot glued the arm back, but yeah, I don't want to bend it anymore, which is okay. Between how these and later ones go, you can't really bend those joints anyway. So I'm not too upset about... Oh, looks like the leg here can't... Oh, the leg can bend. Wasn't gonna force that, but that went pretty well. So he can bend his legs. I can probably sit him down in a sitting position, but yeah, I'm not gonna try the arm after... Yeah, not gonna give the arm a real try after what happened to the arm. There's a little movement side to side, but I won't try it. But the wrist there on the glove will move. There's the head, but yeah. I think there's some... Yep, there's even outward movement. So, this would have been the most articulated Darth Vader figure I had if these elbow joints weren't so darn stiff. They've started using cloth capes for both this cape and this lower robe part. Had this nice shiny chain. So, this was a very good Darth Vader. I got him for another video series I planned to do but fell through, so I just kept him on me. Yeah, I really like him, despite that I can't move these and I had to fix it. I like him. Not being able to move the arms just reminds me of older versions. And now we're going to get into one of my more recent acquisitions. This huge guy here has this hole in the top of his head. I think you put something in that to activate something, and there's this thing on the bottom for something. As you can see right here, it's 2004 to 2005 odds on ink. So this is definitely not supposed to be a regular Darth Vader toy. This might have been for a playset or a board game. I have no idea where this came from. I didn't do any research. I probably should have. Maybe if I do some parts hunting for him and I have enough to do a proper review on him, I'll review him. But as of right now, this is what I have. He's just a bulky guy. If you hold down the chest plate here, that goes, but on this it doesn't work so perfectly, so I have to push it in place sometimes to keep it going up. So, there is this guy. And our last offering from 2005 is actually my oldest Darth Vader toy. This guy, as you can notice, this doesn't seem right, and that is because this is the Anakin Skywalker Darth Vader pack. The trick on this guy is you could pull this piece off and pull off his regular hand and replace it with a Vader hand and replace this with the Vader skirt, and these pieces here you could pop off, and underneath are his Jedi boots. Yeah, you can see his Jedi boots right there. This part is his Jedi glove, and on here is the Darth Vader piece. There's a lot of dust on this. I need to clean that off sometime. It's a nice piece, and on the inside you can see the connecting piece. Just this part's spring loaded, so you just push in, just push and push. Then you have Darth Vader. I'm actually missing a couple pieces. I'm missing the chest plate here, which is the chest plate Darth Vader has, and I'm missing the other Vader glove, which would go here. I got this when Revenge of the Sith came out. That's how long I've had this. So the idea of having both Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker at the same time, I really enjoyed that. And I had a lot of fun with him over the years growing up. So, yeah. That is our last piece from the mid-2000s. And now we go from 2000s to 2014 with this Darth Vader. Again, if you watch my March unboxing, you'll see I got this guy in a 6-pack, but research I did a good bit ago showed that this guy was originally released as a part of the Force Awakens line. So, this guy was actually a part of that, so he is both 2014 and 15. On the bottom you have some info. On this one, the bottom skirt is actually molded into the leg, which is something I think the Force Awakens stuff did often with pieces like that on the legs. With Force Awakens, they went back to classic Kenner articulation, though in some of them they added more, which we'll get into. I think this is the last Darth Vader toy they've done with the cloth cape. So I'm pretty happy with this guy. He has one of the best head sculpts among the Darth Vader toys I've seen. So I'm pretty happy for that. And now, look at the 2015... 15? Oh yes. Actually, he came from 2015. This is 2016. I got my years mixed up. This is the 2016 Rogue One Darth Vader. So you can see they styled his outfit more on the Episode 4 look with the robe part over the armor pieces like this. And they went back to the plastic cape like you saw with the Power of the Force one and that changeable Revenge of the Sith one. And instead of molding this piece onto the legs, they made it a separate piece. Yeah, there's some nice shiny parts all over. Yeah. Looks like he has a pretty thin neck, but that's okay. Looks much better when the cape is on. This nice. Very nice. It's a very shiny helmet compared to some of the others. Yeah, I think between this and the Power of the Force one and that big guy there, he's among the shiniest ones, as well as those other two. Now, last year's 2017, we have the Force Links Darth Vader. He has a little brown in his eyes there. The eyes are much bigger than the last two. Again, the cloth cape. Yeah, they put the robe parts on the outside. And he has the plastic skirt piece. Yeah. His helmet's not as shiny, but it's definitely better looking. And if you compare the two from last year's to the year before that, he has the shinier helmet, but I think he has the better looking helmet. I think the eyes are more accurate to at least one of his movie renditions, if not all of them. He has a more scrunched up helmet than he does. But I think that's a part of what makes them good, is how different they are. There's some noticeable differences. I think the arms here are more spread out than this. He has the Force Link thing on the bottom, so he works with the Force Links. I'll probably do his own review video later. That's it. So, between him and this one, and even this one, I think the ones from the last 3 years are among our last 4. Yeah, last year, 3 years in terms of Darth Vader releases are among my favorites, but I really like them all. And it's hard not to like them. I like them all for different reasons. Whether they have good memories behind them, a good legacy behind it, or whether they just look cool. And they all are different depictions of the same character. That makes them all special. And something worth celebrating on the May the 4th. I'll be sure to do more Star Wars videos on May the 4th. I'm hoping to do a Star Wars video for May the 4th on my gaming channel. Maybe play one of my Star Wars games on the PC. I don't know if I'll play it throughout the month or not, we'll see. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this all came out. So, thank you all for joining me in this special May the 4th video. I hope you appreciate seeing the Darth Vader toys and how they've progressed over the years. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.